Hello, friends. This is Wendy. Welcome. I am so excited that you're here with me today, and I'm so excited to be here with you today. We'll get into that in a minute. We are going to use the prickly pear stamps and dies today. These are the zipper dies, and I really struggled with knowing how to use those, and I finally figured it out. So that'll be for another video. And then I've got this really cute banner die set, and both of these sets are available on the Prickly Pear website. I am now a design team member for Prickly Pear. Yay! So I'll be doing one video a month for them. And they sent me some really cute stuff that I have shown you in a haul. So if you want to see the haul video with all of those goodies, you can check that out. I'll link to it at the end of this video. And here we are just going to start working on creating a background. I'm using the Cottontail embossing powder tool from Rabbit Hole Designs, which I absolutely love. And then I am going to stamp these eyeballs kind of just randomly all over this cardstock. I actually end up not doing what I set out to do, but I figured I would leave this part in so that you could see what I was doing. So here I ran to get my little corners that go into the MISTI, and this helps you be able to keep everything squared up but moved away from the edge. These little corner pieces and the T-square rulers are 30% off right now at My Sweet Petunia. So I'll link to MISTI below and you will get 30% off. I believe it's through the 16th. So don't quote me on that. I've kind of been out of the loop. We'll talk about it. Anyway, so here I'm using Versamark ink to ink up my stamp. I'm going to stamp it down, and Versamark is a sticky ink. And then I'm going to use Hero Art's embossing powder to emboss this cardstock with white, and then we're going to do some paper pouncing. So here I'm just continuing to try to add these eyeballs in different areas. When I started this in my head, I thought I was going to have this spooky background that kind of looked like a night sky with all these little eyeballs, but it ended up just kind of not coming to fruition the way it did in my head. And let's talk about why. So I've been sick. I'm sure you can tell in my voice. And I am at the end of it. You know how it is when you have a cold or a bug of any kind that is in your sinuses. It just hangs around for a while. So I've got the residual stuffiness and the little bit of a cough. It's not like a chest cough. It's a post nasal drip cough, which is so gross. I even hate saying those words. But anyway, so that's why I sound a little raspy and sinusy, because I am. So, whenever I'm sick, I just find that it's really hard for me to create. Unfortunately, I owe this video to the Prickly Pear. It was due out yesterday, September 14th. And of course, Joy, who is the new owner of the Prickly... Oh, I'm just showing you the T-square rulers there if you want those. 30% off over at My Sweet Petunia. First, go pricklypear.com, get a few cute stamp sets to support Joy in her new purchase of her new business. And then you can hop over to My Sweet Petunia and purchase some stuff for a discount. Sorry about that. So anyway, here are paper pouncers. I got these from a customer, a friend, one of you online beautiful people. And I'm not going to say her name because I'm not sure if she wants me to, but she sent me these from Picket Fit Studios because she just didn't really want them or use them. So I decided to get them out and use them today, and they are really cool. They give you a lot of coverage. It's not like ink blending. I'm not pushing this around in a circle. I'm pouncing it up and down, up and down, up and down. So basically, what started out as let me try to make kind of this cool, spooky nighttime scene came out as kind of still a cool spooky nighttime scene, but just not quite what I was looking for. And then I felt like it was too busy to do my original plan on top, so I totally shifted gears. So we're going to talk about that. When you are making something and you're using your creative juices, and like I was saying earlier, for me, when I get sick, like creativity takes a lot of brain power. Even if you're a creative person, or even if you're a person who likes doing this, it takes energy. Everything takes energy, right? So when you're just zapped of all your energy, coming up with something creative and fun and unique can be really challenging. And I did find that on this day, I was just having a really hard time getting that creative juice flowing. So, anyway, Joy, I'm sure she'll watch this video, and I'm here to tell you, you'll get a second video out of me this month, because this one just doesn't do your company justice. And they have so many cute things. There's some really cute little truck stuff that I'm going to do something with. They've got some cute chicken stuff. So I'm excited to play and do some really cute things. So here I'm just stamping these banners and sentiments onto white cardstock, and then we're going to color them. And then I come up with an idea to assemble and make a card. So let's talk a little bit of story time. We'll jump back between story time and card making. I'm using Hero Arts intensified black ink to stamp this little banner piece with all these little monsters. And I'm going to have to stamp it a few times because they just didn't stamp quite as dark and solid as I wanted them to. And that is why we use a MISTI, or a stamp positioning tool, is because you get that perfect stamp image every single time, and you can darken your images up over and over and over, and it's fabulous. So yeah, I got sick last Saturday. So on Saturday, so I've been sick for almost 7 days. I really don't even consider myself sick at this point. I'm better. I'm just still have that stuff that hangs on. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, almost back to normal. I did go yesterday and pick up new glasses that I had ordered that came in while I was sick and I wasn't able to go get them. And the lenses are digital. So what that means, or digitized, excuse me. The glasses I got are from Ray-Ban, and they have like this new technology. The lenses are super thin, really light, beautiful, but they are weird, y'all. And they told me it would take a couple days for my eyes to get used to them. It's like I can see more. I don't really know even how to explain it to you, except that everything kind of looks bigger and like it's coming at me. And they said it's like a 4K technology. So apparently I'm wearing high-tech eyeballs now, and it definitely has been weird to get used to them. Okay, so here I had already started coloring the monsters, and I realized I didn't have my video camera on. So I flipped it on, and now you're getting to see me color all of them. And I didn't do any shading on these little bitty monsters. I literally just took different color Copic markers that were bright and fun and colored them, and didn't worry about shading or anything like that. They're too small for that. And so that's probably not true. I am sure I know at least one person that I can think of that would try to shade these little monsters, but I don't have it in me because, they're tiny. So I'm kind of coloring an eggplant on those two ones, and then I just did like a blue and a green. And then for the Happy Halloween, I went in with my C1, C3, and C5, and I just wanted to kind of give it a little bit of dimension and spooky feel. I didn't want it to just be flat white. And then I went in with my C1 on my little monsters and added a little bit of shading on the edges of those. And I really liked how all that turned out. So I ended up just discarding the other eyeballs, and I used my largest Stylish Shapes dies from Stampin' Up! To cut my square. And then, and I cut the square out of Blackberry Bliss. And then I'm layering all of these pieces and parts down on top. And for my ink pouncing that I did earlier, I totally forgot to tell you, I used Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape, and Blackberry Bliss. And the Gorgeous Grape and the Melon Mambo were underneath just to provide kind of like a peek through of color. When you use paper pouncers, they do really give you good coverage, really solid, strong pigment coverage. And you can't get that level of coverage with ink blending. So, they're pretty cool. I really like them, and I'll probably be using them in future stuff. So here I'm just using dimensionals to pop up my centerpiece with my little eyeballs. Then I'm going to add some mini dimensionals to the top of this banner strip and add glue on the bottom so that we can glue it to the banner I already put down, but it will be popped up at the same level at the top, if that makes sense. So I'm using my precision glue press from My Sweet Petunia to just go along the top here and provide a little bit of glue there. And if you don't have one of these already, I have had a handful of people say, oh, I don't think I could use that because I have arthritis. Okay, so I'm going to say I don't have arthritis, so I can't say for sure. But I actually think it's the opposite. I think it will make it easier for you to use because it's a super light pressure. It is not like when I'm using this, I'm not like squeezing super hard. I'm barely squeezing that handle and glue just comes flowing out. So if you struggle with little glue bottles or getting like the little bit of glue out of the end of a bottle or something like that, I would just highly, highly recommend giving this a whirl. I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know what their return policy is. So you would have to look that up because maybe you would want to return it if you used it and didn't like it. And I don't know what their return policy is off the top of my head. But I mean, for me, I feel like it gives you more control, easier to use. I just love it. I think it's fantastic. Especially for like small little stuff or lines like I've just been doing. Okay, so then I'm going to just trim off the excess piece here on the edge of this little square. And then I'm going to mount this on a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 basic white thick cardstock. But I am going to dry emboss it first with the exposed brick embossing folder from Stampin' Up. I will have a complete supply list for you over on my blog, along with a couple of photos of this card. I think this card turned out really cute. Is it my favorite card I've ever made in my life? No. But I had to do something to try to get my creative juices moving again. You know how that is? Like when you've been sick or out, maybe like just lost your mojo or you've been on vacation or whatever, you just have to start somewhere. And that's kind of where I was with this card. I had to start somewhere and get going again. And I need a couple Halloween cards. I've made a couple already, but I need a couple more. And then I'll be done with Halloween cards because I really don't mail Halloween cards. I actually just have a few nieces and nephews that I like to send little Halloween goodies to. So, or I should say a nephew, who, by the way, did we talk about the fact that my nephew moved to Montana? I don't know if we've discussed this. You're going to have to let me know in the comments below. I think we did discuss it. He literally up and moved to Montana within like 36 hours. It was crazy. But he's surviving, thriving, loving life. He is a train junkie, like, loves trains. And so he's living his best life there, rail fanning and chasing trains and taking photos. And he did get a job, so he's working. And yeah, he just went from like kid to adulthood overnight. He is living with my aunt and renting a room from her. So it's not like he's like all the way out on his own. But yeah, he's doing his thing. I'm super proud of him. Super proud of him. So he will get a card in the mail from me with a love package, gift package. I just have not been well enough to get to the store to get the things I want to get for him. And so I need to get that done. And then I have some nieces here that live nearby that I want to do some stuff for. So I just needed a couple of more little cards to get in the mail. What else is happening? I can't really think of anything else. Oh, it's homecoming. So, oh, I know. So the video I did for you guys that was like, oh, I'm going to the farmer's market and I'm going to my daughter's horseback riding lesson. It was like last weekend. I didn't do any of that, y'all. I woke up with a fever and a headache in bed all day Saturday. Made it out of bed Sunday, but it wasn't real pretty. Like, let's just be honest. And it was not until Thursday that I felt well enough to function and like leave my home. Today I'm doing pretty good, the day that I'm voiceovering this for you. So, anyway, yeah, this weekend, the loose plan, I say that because, you know, we have our plans and then God has a sense of humor. So, tomorrow I'm going to try to go to the farmer's market because they are almost done with the farmer's market and I love getting the fresh produce. So I'm going to go there. And then after that, we have the horseback riding lesson. Hopefully I'll get to go to. And then my daughter has homecoming. So she's going to be going to her homecoming dance. And then Sunday, I think we're having a lake day. I think we're going to go to the lake for the day as a family. I haven't been out on the boat in quite a while now, since July, I think. So I'm looking forward to that. Just a relaxing day to go and rest and rejuvenate and enjoy the water. So that's the plan for the weekend. What's your plan for the weekend? I would love to know. And drop it in the comments below. And if you need any of the products that you saw me use here today, they will all be listed over on my blog. I try to make sure to never miss any product, but I do. I miss stuff all the time. And it's really unintentional. I know it's probably annoying when I do that, but just tell me, hey, ding dong, you missed this thing. And I'll try really hard to fix it for you. Sorry about my dogs barking, going nuts. That's really annoying. There's probably somebody at my house and I don't know who it is. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited to catch back up with you, get back in a rhythm. I cannot even tell you the amount of stuff that we have sitting in this craft room that needs to be used and crafted with. So I am going to be a busy bee this coming week, let me tell you. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Until then, I hope you're well and take care. And again, shop with me at shoploveandstampin.com for Stampin' Up! Product. The link below the video for Misty or over on my blog for any other products. I am only an affiliate with Misty. The other companies, it's just because I love them. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.